China on the economic miracle which is turning into a nightmare for many.
Dongguan, another Chinese city you've probably never heard of, but there's every chance something in your home started life here. High-tech computer components, clothes, shoes and 30% of the world's toys, all produced by the 10 million workforce that live in this city. But finding a job today is much harder than it used to be. At the employment market downtown, laid-off workers scour the bulletin board for opportunities.
Because of the financial crisis, things have been really bad. It's 10 times harder to find a job now than it was a year ago.
Here in Guangdong, even in the whole of China, the economy is going downhill fast, and finding work is very hard.
It's another frustrating day for 23-year-old Wu Yang. Laid off in September, he's been searching for a job ever since. A migrant worker from central China, like hundreds of millions, he came south 3 years ago in search of work. What little cash he had, he's invested in English books. When not job hunting, he studies, trying to turn adversity into opportunity.
Competition is very fierce, but I still have confidence in myself. But only if I don't expect a very high salary. I think there is a will, there is a way.
An optimistic outlook, but the future is far from certain. This is the factory where Mr. Wu used to work, making computer components for companies like Hewlett-Packard and Compaq. Now it's completely closed with a sign on the wall from the government saying that it's gone bankrupt. The boss has fled back to Taiwan. It's the same story all over this region. Official statistics show 67,000 factories have already closed this year. That's likely to be close to 100,000 by 2009. Millions of workers are being laid off, and while many of them are moving on to find work elsewhere, a mobile population of angry, unemployed and impoverished workers is something the Communist Party is very nervous about. The government has been quick to react, announcing a rescue package of more than $500 billion in infrastructure projects. But as the world stops shopping, China is getting nervous.
The financial crisis is a new challenge, and a severe challenge for us. We should never underestimate the severity of its impact, but more importantly, we should bravely face it, and we should turn the challenge into an opportunity.
For Mr. Wu, however, the only present opportunity is to use some of his time to explore the city he never saw when he was working. But he's determined to try and ride out the crisis by giving himself new skills so that he's less vulnerable next time the global economy hits a downturn. Tony Cheng, Al Jazeera, Dongguan, Southern China.
Now, years of excessive government spending and heavy borrowing has left one of Europe's